Hello, everybody. It's me, Roscoe, and welcome to another deadline day preview special. We try to do these every deadline day, and the day has finally arrived. Of course, 11 p.m. deadline. I'm joined by good old AJ, who's running our live blog over on our website, eadt.co.uk. Check that out and follow AJ's blog all day long to see all the different links and rumours and stuff like that. AJ, come in, my friend. This is a day we loathe. But it could be a busy day at Ipswich Town.
Yeah, could be a busy day at Ipswich Town. Hopefully will in a way. Let's be honest, I think we all know roughly what the hope will be from this one. Town want to sign a striker, they want a number 9. The options there, as Kieran McKenna alluded to earlier in the week, the depth is not really there. It's the one area I'd say in the squad where depth isn't really there. So if they get him in, that will take the squads up to 29. If they get that extra striker, which means that 4 you would imagine will need to be cut. Well, 4 will need to be cut from the Premier League squad for sure. So 4 departures potentially before tonight's 11 o'clock deadline. They've had 1 link in and 1 link out so far. You'd imagine that there's going to be more to come.
Indeed. And Town, of course, this summer so far have made 12 signings since their return to the Premier League. And they could make a 13th, unlucky for some. And AJ, what is that first rumour this morning so far?
Yeah, we've had a load of them in the last few days, haven't we? Tried to shoot them down left, right, and centre. Still waiting to be able to verify this one, but it's coming from the Daily Mail that Town are having a look at Emmanuel Latte Lath at Middlesbrough, who a lot of fans, I think, have been quite keen on. He was one of the standout players towards the last stages of the Championship season. I think he probably took a little while to get going at the start, the first half, but when Borough kind of started to find their stride in the second half of the campaign, really, really good. Finished the campaign with, I think it's 16 goals in the Championship, which was someone that I believe only started about 30 odd games, a good return for the level. He's very, very fast. He's quite strong. He's not your typical Kieran McKenna striker because he's not someone that will hold up the ball and bring others into play. He's not tall. I think he's about 5'10". So different kind of striker. It sounds to me like it'll be a tough one to get done if there is something in it. Again, we're still waiting at the time of recording to verify this one, but you would imagine that Middlesbrough are not really going to be too happy to lose their star man on deadline day. So we'll have to wait and see whether that's one that could materialise, but he's the first striker link of the day.
And of course, that is the key, position that Kieran McKenna will look to strengthen, obviously with the George Hurst injury. But yeah, Latte Lath, 16 goals last season, 25 years of age. He scored against Town, obviously at Portman Road in that game against Michael Carrick's side. And obviously, Michael Carrick and McKenna have got that relationship. So Michael will be thinking, what are you doing? Trying to take my star striker? But we'll find out more on that. And as I said, follow AJ's live blog to find out more on that potential signing. Obviously, we do also know, AJ, that a man who was linked very heavily, Armando Broja, that is fell through, my friend.
Yeah, disappointing one this. I know that Armando Broja was not necessarily a cup of everyone's tea in terms of his profile because he's not a poacher, he's not a clinical finisher, but he is someone that comes with a lot of pedigree, has been highly rated. Yes, he's had his injury issues, but I was quite excited about because he ticked all of the Kieran McKenna boxes. Did feel a little bit intimidating knowing that there was this £30 million option to buy kind of lingering over, not even an option, an obligation to buy if the club had stayed up come the end of the season. So that was always going to be something that had to be brought into consideration. And I'd imagine that given there were some medical issues that flagged up when he was doing his checks before signing, 30 million as an obligation felt far too steep. So you can understand why. Again, I'm kind of speculating a little bit here. I don't necessarily know if it was a case that Town tried to renegotiate or they just decided it wasn't moved for them. Any of these things are possible, but won't be progressing. Anyway, he's going to go back to Chelsea to recover because it sounds like he might be sidelined for a few weeks at least.
Which is a shame for him, but we move on and you got to go to your next target. Shall we talk, AJ, about the departures? Because there could be a few today. Obviously, Town have got that Premier League squad limit of 25. They want to bring that down. If not, there'll be people just at the training ground doing nothing because they can't play because obviously, 25 players. Shall we talk about the one that's out there, and that is George Emerson, who could go to Borough on loan?
Yeah, I think George Edmondson has felt for a little while like the most likely one. I say a little while, probably since Sunday when the signing of Dara O'Shea was confirmed, because you look at the centre-back depth now, where Town have 4 very natural players on the right. They'll have Wolfenden and O'Shea. On the left, they'll have Greaves and Burgess. And then you've also got Axel Tuanzebe, who can play there, who's been playing at right back for quite a while. So it now gives them 5 strong options. And for only 2 to play, it means that the 6th option in George Edmondson, who knows where he would end up fitting in. So it makes sense for him to move out. With a loan, it means that if there are any issues, you'd imagine that they could bring him back in, because I do think that he's a good player who, if needed in the Premier League, I think could do a job, especially as quite a specific centre-back. But he does need to go out and play football. He almost went out in January when Portsmouth were linked, and ultimately that one didn't materialise. Portsmouth were one of 5 teams linked with him. It was Borough as well, and then off the top of my head, Watford, Hull, and Blackburn, I think. It's in the report. I put it in the live blog. There's quite a few clubs who've been linked to him. But it looks like Borough are kind of pulling ahead in that race, and I'm quite confident they'll get this one done on a season-long loan. Good move for him. I think it suits him quite well. Takes him a little bit nearer to home in a way as well, albeit he's called Ipswich home for quite a while. So, yeah, I like the move in a lot of ways. Hopefully, if that one does come through, it'll be a good chance for him to kick on and play a bit more regularly, because he obviously hasn't had the easiest time since he picked up that injury back in League One.
Yeah, good to get him some minutes, and a good championship club as well. So best of luck to Georgia if that does get confirmed today. And obviously AJ, there could be more departures. Notable names: Freddie Dapo, Marcus Harness potentially, Jack Taylor. Obviously, a lot of the young under-21s may go out on loan as well. I think Leon Iwande, obviously butchered that completely, but the Irishman, that's the one. I think Rochdale are a team that it could potentially go to, National League club. That's one of the reports. But yeah, your thoughts on all that, my friend?
Yeah, Ali Al Hamadi's the interesting one.
Oh yeah,
I think
sorry,
going
Ali.
into this one. Sorry that we forgot to mention about you leaving the club. Yeah, I think that he's probably the one to keep an eye on, and this will only materialise if Town sign a striker. So I think it's one of those where he might be waiting about a little bit just to see what happens there, because there'll be a handful of Championship clubs that will be keen to take him on. Already quite a few links there. Oxford were fairly early in the window. I've also seen Millwall, Sheffield Wednesday, and Hull among those that have kind of been vaguely linked with him. Whether there's much in some of those, I don't know, but there will definitely be a queue of Championship clubs who are very, very excited by him, be keen to sign him for the season. So if the option is there for him to go out, if Town sign another striker, I think that would be good. So want to wait and see. Again, a bit like George Edmondson, I think he could do with just playing or starting regular football games and proving that he can play at the level. We've seen it already off the bench, but you need to be able to show it from the start of football games. That's the biggest thing. So I think that'll be really, really good for him. Assuming that he goes and George Edmondson goes, that then needs 2 more to be cut to get down to 25 if a striker is signed. So many different permutations to this. Freddie Ladapo is one that I think they'll struggle to find a buyer for, and I feel like it's trending one way. I don't know if you'd agree with this, but it feels like it might be heading to a mutual consent point, because he is going to be on high wages. Realistically, if he's going to get his move, it's going to be League One, I'd imagine, or potentially lower end Championship, but a team that isn't necessarily going to want to splash out significant money, both on a transfer fee and on wages, to sign the player who's 31, I think. Ross, yeah, 31. So, yeah, pardon me. I think that's a bit of I'm going to cough.
Let him cough. Yeah, he's going to have a busy day, ladies and gentlemen. So bear with him. Bear with him.
Yeah, I think that's one to follow for sure. And then one more, Marcus Harness potentially could be one. Following Ogbene's arrival, Jack Taylor didn't get his start in midweek, so I think he might be another one that could surprisingly be on his way out, potentially on a loan as well. I don't think that either of those would be going on permanence necessarily, but they, again, going out and playing regular football is going to be important for these guys.
Indeed. Well, watch your space, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, follow AJ's live blog at the AADT. Hopefully, he's going to survive the rest of the day. Hopefully, he'll be fine. I'm sure he will be.
I'm not going to die from this coughing fit. I think I've got it out of my system now.
That's good to hear. Any other business, my friends? Obviously, as we mentioned, 11 p.m. deadline. That's when the window slams shut. It doesn't just close; it slams shut, my friend.
It does slam shut. Yes, God, it's been a long few weeks, hasn't it? In terms of trying to pick out these rumours, debunk these rumours. It is going to be a busy one. I've done a piece this morning that has a little look at what we can expect in terms of some of the rumours we've also had coming around in the last few days. Odson Edouard, Kelvin Denke, not Lyle Taylor, Lyle Foster was another one. Not Lyle Taylor, God. Quite a few different ones that we've seen going through. Is there anything in them? Maybe trying to debunk a few others. So that is up for subscribers now. Another one to plug while we're at it. Well, I mean, everyone here is subscribers anyway, aren't they? Because a subscriber is this a subscriber video?
I think this is free. I think this is going to be a free video for our
there you
YouTube.
go.
But
So
it does give you that plug.
Yeah, what I'll plug as well then is that we are doing a £3 for 3 months offer. I think it is at the moment. So go and subscribe to that. That will give you full access to all the things we do. You can go and read my preview piece on transfer deadline day, which is up now. We're going to be doing lots of reaction. Obviously, it's the Fulham game tomorrow, so you'll get all the access to everything that comes with that after that. Plenty of little bits to come. So keep an eye out. Subscribing is the best way to get access to all of it.
I was trying to find my phone to show the app, ladies and gentlemen, but I can't find my phone. It's somewhere here. But download the app because that's a good way to also read. There we go. AJ's got it up for you. Download the app, on any, platform, whatever phone you've got, Apple, Android. Go to the store and download it. Just put EADT and you'll find it. So
smooth. It's ad free. Yeah. We have all the football stuff here. Here's the live blog as I try and load it up there. So we have all of the updates there. It just shows the white screen, all of the bits there. It's a really good way of doing it. We know that we get some complaints about how the website works, and we understand that. And the best way to get around that, subscribe, go use the app. It's a really good experience.
Indeed, my friend. Well, thanks for joining me. Thanks everyone else as well for watching. Get in your comments, share your thoughts. 12 summer signings so far. Will there be more? Stay with us. Bye-bye for now.